Hello everybody! So, new snapshot time. Got a bunch of cool new features. First one I want to talk about is they've changed the requirements for the portals. So, we can actually do two new things. One, you can actually activate the portal from any block. Used to be that you had to use a block along the bottom. It's the only way to activate it. Now you can use any block anywhere within the frame and it will automatically activate. The second, as you've noticed, is they've changed the size of the portal. The portal can now be anywhere from the standard 2 wide by 3 tall, but you can go anywhere from that minimum size to a maximum size of 23 wide and 23 blocks tall. So just massive sizes. Didn't think it's worth showing for the really big one. You kind of get the picture, just really big square. The only restriction along that is that it still has to be a rectangular shape, so has to have the same height the whole way, the same width the whole way. So can't do things like make it so it's like this or something and then light it up. But well, you could do this. So anyway, the noise is a bit loud. So now on to some of the other features. They've actually changed another important thing is the give command. The give command can now actually use the name of an item instead of the number, which is very helpful since it's hard to always remember every number. So you can see, gives me a diamond. The second addition to this similar command is you can actually have a diamond, as I've seen, but you see how I have a separate diamond. That's because this one actually has lore on it through the give command. That you've seen that they added this in the last one where you can put tags on it. So the addition is actually that now when you hover over the name of the item, you can see that it says the lore right there in the bottom. Very useful as far as that goes. Another thing that they added that's similar is if you actually have somebody's name in chat, you can click their name and it will pull up the message to chat with that person. So, can't chat with myself, but anyway, let's get rid of these. On to the next one. So, this one, I'm not too familiar with the JSON format that they use. It's something that Dinnerbone's going to give a little bit of a blog post on to explain how we're going to use this. But simply, this is his example one. Pulls up, asks if you want daytime or nighttime. And the cool thing about that is if you have permission to execute the command, I can click it, and it will execute the command from the text in the chat. So that's a really cool new feature. I don't know how I would implement it, but I'm sure that some people will come up with some really good uses. Now, this one right here, they actually added a new command, set block, which will actually put a block in place. So here's my little switch. Wireless redstone requires no more setup than this, but I can do something like this. On, off, on, off, on, off. Very simply, I have a set block command here to put a gold block right back here based off of the relative coordinates of this block, and they have the same to set the block to air, so it can just get rid of it. Now this, just by default, uses the replace function. You can actually have multiple functions for it. There's replace, which means, so this gold block's there, it gets rid of it. Now if I did something like put this here, and click it again, it'll replace it with a gold block. Okay? The second function that they have of this is keep. So, get rid of this, and I put my grass block in. Now when I click it, it doesn't do anything. There's a block in the place, so it does not get rid of it. The last one is destroy. Now destroy uses the same method as if you destroyed the block, say, with a shovel. So, click, and there comes off a dirt block. Now that this block's in place of it, you'll see that it breaks off a little gold block every time I do it. So, those are the 3 functions. I'm sure there's a lot of different uses that we can come up with for how to use that. One that I just came up with a little test scenario here. Got a little coal ore block. You could probably implement this in some maps, such as maybe like a complete the monument map or similar. I break the coal ore, and you hear that something went off. So what something went off here is actually a function of a new command that they add. And here we go again. So the coal ore block is back, and if we wait, you'll hear the timer go off another time, but nothing's going to happen, of course. And here I'll show you the guts behind it. So here I have this little hopper clock here, sets off this command block that actually tells the ore to get placed here, but it uses the keep command. So if you place something else there, you actually will not get any coal ore. So a way you could actually shut this off is after somebody's collected enough, or after a certain amount of time, you could replace this with like a bedrock block, and at that point they would no longer be able to get any more coal ore. Over here I have the new command. The new command is test for block. This just every other tick will send a signal through this to test if a coal block exists. If it does, it just shuts off this clock so that it doesn't run. Okay, and so that's a nice little setup that you can do. It's something I actually plan on implementing and things. And on to the final thing I just thought was fun to do is I've got this little thing here. There's a nice button here, and do you want to know what it does? Disco wool! Boom, 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 I don't know. That's not really disco. You know. It's just a little setup back here. Use the set block. I put the data value of the different wool. What that one does is it puts redstone block right here. This deletes it so that it doesn't keep the signal on. And we just got a little 1-tick pulse to every command block, every tick to change the wool here. Just something a little fun. I'm sure if I wanted to scale it up, you could make a whole floor that just like dances, or I don't know, there's a lot of different things you could do with this. I could think of a few things, but if I used MC Edit or something, I could probably put it together pretty quick. But I was sticking mostly with this. I like right now is how much of this you can do without MC Edit, and that's what I've been trying to do, is mainly build stuff that can only be built in vanilla Minecraft, no external programs or mods needed. So that's it for the snapshot this time. Hope you guys enjoy these features. I'm going to for sure work on something to do with some of these features, especially the set block commands. And well, that's it for this week's snapshot. If they release anything else, of course, we'll get another video out to you, so you make sure you know everything that's going on. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, and I'll see you guys next time.